salaries and wages when salaries and wages have been paid by the relevant bank, and recording is carried out by the accounting department when the nominal figure appears on the relevant bank statement. But salary data is confidential and is not disseminated to employees, nor to the finance division. Next, we have two elements of implementation of internal control system. First is organizational structure that carries responsibilities. There is already a separation of payroll functions. The Human Capital Development Division is responsible for staffing, timekeeping, and payroll generating function, and also the Finance Division of the Accounting Department is responsible for the accounting function. And the Finance Division of the Cashier or Treasury is responsible for the financial function. And next, we have authority system and record procedure. The document used have been authorized and validated. The first stage of validation is to request submission to the Human Capital Development Manager and the two directors of the Strategy and Corporate Affairs Division and the Finance Division. And the second stage is the submission of salary disbursement at the cashier or treasury, which is then recorded by the accounting department. Salary in which recap data is confidential. Next, we have healthy practice. Each section in the Human Capital Development Division and the Finance Division has worked in accordance with the related functions. Every employee is entitled to annual leave. And for quality employees, the Human Capital Development Division consists of 9 employees with undergraduate degrees in their fields. And also, the Finance Division consists of 4 people in the cashier or treasury section and 3 people in the accounting section. These 7 people are undergraduates in finance and accounting. Next, we have closing, conclusions, and suggestions. We have 2 conclusions for this research is 1. The application of the payroll accounting information system in PT Pasifik Satelit Nusantara is in line with the payroll system theory by Mulyadi. However, there are slight differences in documents and accounting records that used in company. And second, the internal control system in the payroll accounting information system of PT Pasifik Satelit Nusantara is in line with the theory by Mulyadi and COSO. There is a clear segregation of duties and adequate documents and records. However, the company doesn't carry out information and communication properly. And suggestions for PT Pasifik Satelit Nusantara, the company is expected to be able to make a written SOP or standard operating procedure or flowchart so that it can be a guide for new employees in 2 divisions, Human Capital Development Divisions and Finance Divisions. And also there is still a need for operational systems in payroll procedures to minimize document data errors and human errors in manual operations. And also for further research, it would be nice if the new researcher had a company object that was open to research so that there were no difficulties in obtaining research primary data. And it would be nice too if the new researcher has a company object that has implemented a computerized system in its payroll process. And last, we have attachment. Here is the observation permit application letter from Universitas Negeri Jakarta and letter of data correction from the company. And here is the scientific writing guidance consultation card. And last, this is a list of interview questions that given to Human Capital Development Divisions and Finance Division. Okay, it's the end of the presentation. I beg your pardon if there are any mistaken word in the presentation. If you have any questions, please contact me via the following email, kaysyifa@gmail.com. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.